This book is for anyone who ever had to turn 15. Part 1. The New Kid. Chapter 1. The Day I Stopped Aging. This story begins on my birthday, because that's the day I stopped aging. If you were looking over my shoulder, you would have seen a pair of waxen numerals, the bold digits 1 and 4, white with blue trim, molten beneath their individual flaming wicks, and set atop a generic sheet cake. My expression as blank as that birthday cake, skin as pale as fondant icing. The problem was that I'd turned 14 last year, too. This was the year that I became a vampire. Stick with me here. This is not a tale of the supernatural. If I told you this was a true story, you'd think, well, there are no such things as vampires. And that's true, so think about it that way. Now, I don't mean to say I was a metaphorical vampire, sucking the joy from a room, but I was eternally a teenager, so, yeah. I wasn't literally a creature of the night, stalking and draining the blood from lifeless victims, yet there were plenty who would believe just that. Let me start over. This was also the year I stopped lying, and I don't want to start this story with something that sounds like a lie. A few months after that birthday, Dad and I left L.A. and moved to Bozeman, Montana. I was 14. I should have been 15, but as I said, I had stopped aging. I wanted time to stop altogether, to not have to move from California at all, but that's not how it worked. On the drive up to Montana, Dad had said, think of it this way. It's a fresh start. You can be whatever you want, Gordy. So I chose to be a vampire. That's me, Gordy, as you might have guessed. I preferred to be called Gordon, or better yet, Gordon, which was my D&D dungeon master name from a playgroup I'd never see again. Only Dad called me Gordy, but it beat Gordo, which is what you get called in L.A. when you're a chubby kid in predominantly Hispanic public schools. I wasn't chubby anymore because I didn't want to be called Gordo anymore. You know what? I don't want to start this story that way either. Let me start over. Really start over. A fresh start.